In the heart of Hollywood's glittering lights and expensive parties, a dark, hidden truth is finally coming to light.
Speak against me, then use the same courage that it took for me to say those truths. Man to man, eye to eye, integrity and in truth. I've spent a lifetime earning the right to speak with the conviction about these truths that I speak. So if you want to tear that down, have the decency to come and say it directly to my face. And say it like a man.
Terrence Howard, the Oscar-nominated actor, is tearing the veil off an empire of corruption that's been silently running for decades. And the name that everyone feared to utter in public is now being exposed. Diddy. What Howard has revealed is nothing short of explosive. Allegations of sex, abuse, and systemic control over Hollywood's biggest names.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit because the man card means everything.
But it doesn't end with Diddy. The most shocking part of the scandal? Jay-Z, Beyonce, and LeBron James are all tied up in this web. The biggest names in music and entertainment were part of a system built on secrets, lies, and manipulation. And now the truth is emerging in a way that will change Hollywood forever. As the world watches, one thing is clear. Diddy's empire is collapsing, and with it, the dark underbelly of Hollywood that no one dared to speak about. Terrence Howard has always been known as a talented actor with deep convictions.
Stop. Then he was like, yo, when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we could just hang out. We gotta kick it.
This is
Puff.
Okay.
He telling me we gotta kick it, and he was like, yo, why don't we go shopping? Shit, I pay for it. And I was like, what the this just say? I got away from him because I was like, this nigga. This nigga just tell me he'd take me shopping. And this is it goes on. But this is a little fruit. Puppy's a fruit.
But what he's revealing now goes far beyond what anyone could have expected. In an exclusive interview, Howard speaks out about his own personal encounters with Diddy and the world of Hollywood that he left behind. Howard reveals that, at the height of his career, he turned down some of the most prestigious roles in the industry. Why? Because they came at a cost that he wasn't willing to pay. They were more than just acting opportunities. They were invitations into a twisted, secretive world where nothing is what it seems. Howard recounts a chilling story of Diddy's manipulation.
Saying,
yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy.
Yo, why are you and Fifth just...
Hey, yo.
Why y'all not...
Hey, yo, I don't have no beef with
I don't know why.
With Fifth. He loves me. He loves me.
Do y'all really
can't
have
see
a
it?
beef?
I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't see it.
Y'all can't see that he loves me?
But see...
You really, hold on, you really think that's hate? When you really break it down, you've been out here a long time. You know he loves me.
He was invited under the guise of mentoring Diddy to help him with his acting skills. But when he showed up, he soon realized that Diddy's intentions weren't about acting at all. Diddy was trying to break him. I'm a man of principles, Howard says. I walked away from Hollywood because I refused to bend to that. But what did it cost him? In a place where integrity is often bought and sold, Howard's refusal to participate in Diddy's twisted game meant being ostracized. He was forced to walk away from the industry, losing roles, business deals, and relationships in the process. But Howard knew what was at stake: his dignity and his manhood. What Howard describes is not an isolated incident. This is a system, a culture of abuse, corruption, and manipulation that runs through the veins of Hollywood. The worst part? This system isn't just about sex. It's about control. Howard says that the very fabric of the entertainment industry is built on the exploitation of those who are willing to sacrifice their integrity for fame and success. It's not just about sleeping with powerful figures like Diddy. It's about submitting to their will, compromising everything you stand for, and losing a piece of yourself in the process. Hollywood has always had a dark side, but according to Howard, it's far darker than anyone realizes. He likens Diddy and others in the industry to predators like Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein, who use their power and influence to control and manipulate others. Howard goes further, claiming that Diddy and those in his circle are part of what he calls the gay mafia, a powerful group controlling both Hollywood and the music industry. These figures use their influence to exploit young talent, ensuring that no one rises to the top without paying the price. The power these figures wield is immense. Howard says that the freak-off parties that Diddy held weren't just about sex. They were about humiliation, degradation, and domination. Those who attended these parties knew exactly what was going on, but they remained silent, too afraid of the consequences of speaking out. But Diddy's empire is now under attack, and the truth is coming out faster than anyone could have imagined. A new civil lawsuit has just been filed, and it's bigger than anyone expected. The lawsuit names Diddy, and shockingly, it also names some of Hollywood's most powerful figures: Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and LeBron James. The lawsuit alleges that Diddy, alongside his associates, was involved in a disturbing series of events where victims were drugged, kidnapped, and humiliated at these freak-off parties. The most disturbing account comes from Joseph Manzaro, who claims that in 2015, he was drugged and forcibly transported to one of these parties. Once there, he was made to wear a humiliating penis mask and paraded around in front of some of Hollywood's biggest names. What's worse is that Manzaro says Beyoncé herself witnessed this abuse and even questioned why he was treated so horribly. What's this all about? Why is this half-naked man with a penis mask standing in front of me? She allegedly asked. But despite her apparent discomfort, she did nothing to stop it. And in that silence, the system of abuse continued unchecked. Manzaro's story isn't the only one. As more victims step forward, the full extent of Diddy's manipulation and exploitation is starting to emerge. What was once whispered about in hushed tones is now being shouted from the rooftops, and the truth is undeniable. In the midst of this scandal, 50 Cent has been one of the few people willing to speak out against Diddy. While the rest of Hollywood stayed silent, 50 Cent has consistently called out the abuse he's seen, refusing to back down. He has openly criticized Diddy for years, warning others about what was happening behind closed doors. 50 Cent's refusal to play the game has earned him Howard's respect. Unlike others who compromise their values for fame and fortune, 50 Cent has always remained true to himself. And now, as the evidence against Diddy piles up, it's clear that 50 Cent and Howard were right all along. In an explosive interview, 50 Cent described his own uncomfortable encounters with Diddy. He recalled how Diddy tried to get him to attend his parties, offering lavish gifts and opportunities. But 50 wasn't interested. He saw through Diddy's charm and recognized the danger lurking behind the smiles. Terrence Howard agrees with 50 Cent, stating that anyone who is willing to give up their principles for success is part of the problem. Once you lose your manhood, it's gone, Howard says. And in Hollywood, that's the price of fame. Now, Diddy's legal team is scrambling to delay the inevitable. They've requested a 2-month delay in the trial, claiming they need more time to prepare. But the judge has denied the request, and Diddy's trial is set to begin in just days. The case against Diddy is growing stronger by the day. With more victims stepping forward and more evidence coming to light, it's clear that Diddy's time is running out. The once untouchable mogul is now facing a court battle that could end his career and his freedom. But the story doesn't end with Diddy. As the trial progresses, more names are likely to be implicated, and the full scale of this dark network will be revealed. Howard believes that Diddy's fall is just the beginning. The truth is coming out, he says, and once it starts, there's no stopping it. As the trial approaches and more victims speak out, the entertainment industry will never be the same. The walls that have protected powerful figures like Diddy are beginning to crumble, and the world is finally waking up to the truth about Hollywood's dark secrets. Terrence Howard and 50 Cent have risked everything to speak out, and now the world is listening. The revolution has begun, and there's no turning back. The question now is, who else will be exposed, and how deep does the web of corruption really go? The truth is out there, and it's just a matter of time before everyone involved is forced to answer for their actions. Hollywood may never recover from what's about to happen, and the repercussions will be felt far beyond just the entertainment industry.